What's happening out, guys? This is Rupesh here from Absolute Gizmos, and this is the review of the Oneplus 2, the flagship killer.
Talking of the build quality of the Oneplus 2, which is now more increased, and it feels more premium just because of those side metal pads, which adds more grip, and the sandstone black makes the device hold more comfortable in the hands. So talking from the top, we have the headphone jack and the noise cancelling mic right over at the side. We have the volume rocker and the power unlock button, which is a bit more huge. At the bottom we have the USB Type-C speaker grills and the microphone. I'll talk about the USB Type-C in a minute. And at the other side we have the priority on the silent button, which is the three-phase button. So at the bottom it's all notification, at the mid it's priority, and at the top it's only alarms. At the rear we have the mid-centric camera, which I'll also talk about the bit. The back panel is now removable, which adds more easily customizable to those back cover, and we have many more back covers rightly available on Amazon, which costs each one, which is $1,700 for each one. And my personal favorite is the Kevlar back, other than the sandstone. So the SIM card slot right stays inside of this back panel. There is no removable battery. So that's all right to the build quality. It's more increased and made the device more premium, like the flagship in this all new OnePlus 2.
Over talking of the software of the OnePlus 2, which is really one of the first phone to come with Oxygen OS other than the Cyanogen OS like that of the OnePlus 1. The Oxygen OS is really smooth in my terms of work. Yeah, it was smooth and even really good at multitasking over at the 4GB of RAM. It really stand up well, and the folders. And one thing which was added was the stuff, and this was the home for the widgets. Actually, I would say the home for widget, which was really good. Rather than taking space on the screen, you would have one place where you could see all the widgets and never miss some notification right over it. And over to it, one more thing which I loved was it came with the latest version of Android, which was 5.1.1 Lollipop, and which was really good, stable, and more updates were pushed over on Oxygen OS, which really made it stable one. Some more like the customization were added, like you could change the notification panels shortcuts the way you want, and then when you go in the customization of the settings app, you can set the dark mode or light mode. I really love the dark mode a lot, which helps at night sometimes a lot. And you could change the LED notification as per you want, and even the accent color, which really works pretty nicely. What more did they add for the customization was the customization for the buttons. You could use on-screen buttons or the physical off-screen buttons. You can choose the backlit on or off. You can swap the back buttons according to your need. And what more about the buttons, which I really wanted to talk, that you could use your fingerprint button to double tap to open camera or any other app you want. You can use it for a Google Now, for a long press or any other, and which really work well for the OnePlus 2. And another thing was gestures, which really work when you create an O. It opens up the camera, and which was really smooth, and which was really perfect for an Oxygen OS to do such things even after being first. And the fingerprint sensor was a bit more even good, I would say. I'll talk of the fingerprint in a minute, but the Oxygen OS, over to my impression, was really smooth and really good improvement by the OnePlus 2.
One thing the OnePlus had for the security feature is the fingerprint sensor. So how well the fingerprint is. Suppose if you scan a fingerprint, something like this, and it opens the OnePlus 2. So you should be able to open the phone without any orientation. That's what makes the fingerprint really special. It's one of the best fingerprint right inside Android phone, where you can unlock your fingerprint in any damn orientation. So that was really the thing, OnePlus really improved even with the stability update. It was a 1.1 GB upgrade, and it had a fingerprint fix. So that fix really improved the accuracy, and it has really been one of the best fingerprint sensor right over on Android phone which I seen in my review.
So talking of the gaming over the flagship killer OnePlus 2, which comes with Snapdragon 810 version 2.1 processor right inside it with its own GPU, I must say, it won't disappoint you right over inside in gaming with this amazing and powerful processor right inside it coupled with GPU. The thing is, it will definitely give you the flagship experience, and being version 2.1, it doesn't heat up much. Yeah, it heats up. I tried to test right over, you can see I'm playing an game which is termed to be a AAA graphics game, which is called as Implosion, which has the best possible graphics right over on Android, and it rendered very well. I didn't see any frame drops or as of such. It played really very smooth, and phone really did heat up. I will say it heat up but not over heat up. It tried to take the most advantage of the scores and everything. The game run very much smooth in all of it intense, and I try to take an average right over. If I try to play an Implosion, I could be able to play from 100 to 0 for about 3 hours 15 minutes continuously. Till that time the OnePlus 2 would be completely dead, and that's really perfect. I mean, for a flagship phone right over at half the budget of the price, at an elite segment budget, it was really good. I would say it doesn't overheat up, it does heat up. But the sandstone black gives you the perfect grip to hold even after getting heat up. The next thing which I really tried, which was the Wolf Among Us, it was really a bit of a displaying game, not something of more of a play. I really tried many more games, something like Asphalt or the other. So talking right over for the benchmark, if many of them really care about the high benchmark. So when I tested off my own Antutu benchmark, it was nearly around 54,341, which was really top amongst us, the benchmark which I really did see in the devices. And for the Geekbench score, which was for the single core, it was 1189, and for the multi-core, being an octa-core, it scored really well of 4371. So that was right about of the OnePlus 2, and it is definitely at 25,000 the best gaming phone. If you really do lots of gaming, this is the phone you should try. So talking of USB Type-C connector or the ODG for the OnePlus 2, right, I tried to see online, there were some 649 rupees or 500. The cheapest was 349 rupees I could see online for the OnePlus 2's USB OTG cable.
So we've seen USB OTG costs a bit. I mean, yeah, it's because of the USB Type-C connector, which is right over here. It is supposed to be a standard, but up till now we have seen majority of the phone with micro USB connector. And let me tell you what is the current disadvantage. Future, when many smartphones roll out and it becomes a standard, that time you may not face this issue. So when I was using it, first thing, I got to carry my own charger, even my own USB cable, because power bank comes with the micro USB connector, and I got to get my OnePlus original USB cable each and every time with my charger. So that was again a change in my daily routines. With even if you have got a sticky car charger, you got to get a new car charger because of that USB Type-C. Again, a new micro USB the ODG connector, you got to get a new ODG connector. So that is a hell lot of thing. If you don't love sharing your charger, it's really great, but if you don't care, you go, you hang out and use any other charger, then probably you got to stick with your own. And currently this is the scenario with the USB Type-C. It can be an advantage, it can be a disadvantage, it's totally on you. So USB Type-C is really a good connector. I don't say that connector has an issue. The advantage you get when you have the USB ODG of the USB Type-C, you can connect USB 3.0 supported device, something like USB 3.0 pen drives or hard disk, but you get a faster speed than the USB type 2.0 or the micro USB, right? That's of the other device. You love faster copy, then this is something what right from an external device is what makes a perfectly a USB type C connector. So the last point of this OnePlus 2 is about the availability. Might not be you would see OnePlus 2 in each and every people's hand is because of the invite system. Yeah, OnePlus 1 also had an invite system, but invite were a bit more available, but not in the case of the OnePlus 2. I mean, they have an invite system which is even more pathetic, I would say, because I was at somewhere around 68,000 and I was bumped to 72,000. So there are lots of spamming inside the OnePlus 2. If you want to get an invite, you gotta spam a lot, or you gotta get more referrals, and that's not possible for each and everyone right out there. Or even if you get an invite, you gotta buy an invite, something like that, and that's really has made something not an availability of the device so well. I mean, OnePlus has really a good market inside a country like India, and I think they should follow up or do something like flash sales or any other thing to overcome something like this. And I'm really hating of this invite system right over in the OnePlus 2. So overall feeling, I really have mixed feeling right over for this device. So I will say what the best thing here, it has got a great screen, it has got a great build, it has really improved a lot in camera than that of the OnePlus 1. It has one of the really good camera. I don't say it's the best, it's close. I mean, you get a hardware which is closer to the flagship almost, but even the experience you get is really good like in flagship phone, but it's almost 95% of the things you get at half of the price of the flagship. So if you can have patience, you get an invite, then you should definitely go and pick this device. If you don't have patience or you can't really go, that's really sad. But I think OnePlus should do something. So that was right about the review of the OnePlus 2, and I hope you like it. Do like and subscribe, and do let me know in the comments section how was the review and what more. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.